happened with Megan? They found out Tory is not guilty because they've been killing Megan online.
They said that she tried to sneak in and submit an album, but it wasn't a full album. Because when she's
to get out of her deal so she could go sign with Roc Nation.
Nation.
But why is everybody killing her about Tory? What's that
because
about?
right now it's starting to look like
She lied about Tory.
yeah.
She gonna lose the case, right?
Yeah.
That's
the
what
way,
they're saying.
And what this shouldn't really be a determining factor, but I seen Joe Budden say it, and he said all these rappers were hanging out with Tory after the incident. And he's like, these are rappers that have a lot of, powerful people in their company, PRs. They would advise him not to be with Tory.
If he was guilty.
So the fact that they were extremely comfortable, and remember, Tory's had a gag order on him for 2 years.
Right.
He can't say nothing. So what do we know behind the scenes? Like, I didn't shoot the bitch. Trust me. I have everything ready to go.
The girl, they have the story, and I don't know if it's real. Because I've never been verified.
What's the story?
That Tory was fucking with Megan and then started fucking with her friend.
Right.
And somehow this friend is involved in everything, and the friend is like, Tory didn't shoot Megan. What happened with the gun? And niggas are still saying that there were no fragments in her foot. Everything is unclear about this shit.
I think
what's really real? Are there fragments in her foot? They saying he shot the gun somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And the fragment, we had Tusi on the show.
Tusi.
And Tusi said to our face, like, Tory loved women
too much. He said, I don't think
he is the most respectable man to woman as a rapper I've ever seen. He said, I cannot see Tory ever pulling out a gun on
And we thought he was
But can
bugging.
you see a woman taking advantage of him being like that?
Yes. Women will always...
Because I feel like I'm like that, and I've been taken advantage
Absolutely.
of.
Okay, but were you taking advantage of where you would pull a pistol out and shoot somebody?
No, what he's saying is because
I'm saying because I'm so respectable, I feel like some women will play on that and they'll do some fucked up shit.
Fucking Meg's friends heard a woman angry.
Here's the thing, though.
They say he's fucking Meg. They say he's fucking Meg's friend, and Kylie Jenner was there too.
But here's the thing. From what I heard,
Kylie's house.
She was there. They saying Kylie was involved too. Like he was sweating her.
Here's the thing. From what I've heard, I don't know this to be a fact. And this is a lot of people from down south in Texas that said this. Megan's thing, especially with that homegirl, she's always been fucking any nigga she had behind her back.
Who, Megan or the homegirl?
Megan.
Was fucking a homegirl's nigga behind her back?
Yeah, on multiple occasions.
Okay.
This is
so why would the homegirl just keep chilling with a bitch that's fucking
That's
her
what
niggas
bitches
behind her
do.
back?
They do.
They do that.
Bitches, they be,
Especially
they be
she's
like,
famous
they be their
now.
worst enemies, just hanging out together.
She's
and
famous
shit.
now, so she's like,
Yeah,
definitely,
like,
I'm gonna chill with her now.
Women are just.
I know.
That's my lying ass
Let me tell you
friend.
something.
That's my
One
dick
thing I
sucking
know
ass
for
friend.
sure about women. I might not know what the hell makes them go crazy. Well, one thing I know for sure, through all my years of being on this planet, is women lie the most to other women. The most.
And we always say that, but these bitches will turn around and be like, that's my lying ass friend. I know she be lying, but I fuck with her. My daughter looked me in my face, Math, and I said, yo, your mom is lying on me. Your grandmother, your mother's mother told you she's lying on me. You know, my daughter looked me in my face. What am I supposed to say? This is my mom. This is what my daughter said to me in my house. I know she lies. What am I supposed to say, Dad? She's my mom. And I said, but I'm your dad. How you gonna be comfortable knowing your mom is lying on my dad? I live with her more than I be with you.
And you know what? I feel like to a certain extent, one of my kids does the same thing.
There you go.
So what is, like...
There's nothing you can do about it.
It's a different thing. I call it vagina. It's something with the vagina. I say, my terminology is vaginas unite. It don't matter who they are.
Yo,
Vaginas unite.
yo, you know my other sister, right? Her roommate at the time, they were living together, ended up stealing all her underwear that she had in her suitcase and her bag. Stole it.
Just stole it.
Just stole it.
Just stole underwear.
Washed it,
Used
probably
underwear.
kept it. Yeah.
Used underwear.
Yeah, stole it. So then over
The
time,
nature of these creatures.
so she was like, I can't believe this girl did this to me, whatever. I'm like, this girl's a hooker. So whenever I'd see her, like, yo, you're a hooker. And she would be like, don't call her a hooker. I'm like, yo,
Yeah,
bitch,
exactly.
she stole
She
your
took her back.
fucking underwear.
She took her back.
and
she
she's
took
like,
it back.
but she's not a hooker though. But she's a fucking thief.
Yeah.
Vaginas unite.
I was like, you're a
Vaginas
fucking
unite.
hooker, bitch. You're fucking stealing underwear. What else are you gonna use it for? You're catching cum in all your other underwear. That's why I associate she's a.
It doesn't matter.
And to this day, she'll be like, don't do that.
Yo,
That's
it doesn't
wrong.
matter. Me and my
her.
sister
Yeah.
own
Even though she stole all her drawers,
Math.
she'd be like, don't do that.
Math, me and my sister owned a nail salon that's still there right now on Lenox Avenue between 144th and 145th. She bought it from the people that owned it who got it back after we lost it on some bullshit. It's a whole nother story. Them bitches was acting crazy with my sister. I take off on Sundays when I watch football. That was my day to come regulate, clean up, collect money. You know what I'm saying? Them bitches was fronting on my sister, so I'm hitting them bitches' feet with the motherfucking vacuum and everything. Bitch, give me my money. You know, fuck. This real shit, my sister dead. I'm rolling over bitches' feet and everything. I'm telling my parents about what I did. My sister came out the back room and she was sick at the time. I was like, don't do that to them. Don't ever do that. Don't hit their feet. Let them deal. I'll deal with them if that's how you gotta treat them. And I said, yo, Tammy, I did this for you. She said, don't do that to the females. I don't want to make them feel that way. And I said, make them feel that way. They're disrespecting you and not paying you. And that's what my father said. It's something about them vaginas. They unite. Mind your
fact.
business.
Mind your
Hey,
fucking-
hey,
It's a
yo, he
fact.
called me by my real name, which he never does. He says, Randy, mind your effing business, yo. Because those vaginas, when they stick together, you on the outside. You don't want to be on the outside, bro.
Nah, that's a fact. That is a whole fact.
And
Like, I've been in throuple relationships, and when they decide to gang up on you, bro, it just becomes anytime you wrong, I'm gonna back you up. Anytime I'm wrong, you back me up. And it's like, crazy.
but yeah, Megan with her whole situation.
But now she's going through it with her label. With her label.
Carl Crawford put a lot of money into her.
Right.
Like, I just did the showcase out in Texas this past a few days.
I want to say shout out to Q-Tip because he was shopping her demo
Yeah.
way before anybody knew who she was.
And she performed when nobody knew who she was with us. And we didn't even know Carl Crawford was in the audience.
She was skinny, too. She
Skinny.
looked
I have
good
the
as
whole video.
fuck.
Dancing around. She had her Nikes on.
She looked
Nice.
good as fuck. She
And,
looked better then than she does now. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
and Carl was there. He paid for everything, flights, hotels, all of that.
Right.
So the level of money it took to get her to where she needs to be at, he's just not gonna let anybody just go and snag that. And he played Major League Baseball. So even though Esso has said, contracts can be broken and negotiated,
Right.
whoever drew up that contract had to be from maybe his agent that was drawing up how much he made over his
The
lifetime.
key word you said in there was negotiated, not broken. Because everything that she's going through has to be renegotiated with Carl Crawford. She's trying to drop albums to get away and fulfill her deal with Carl Crawford.
Because-
That's all that this is about, because she wants her own. Go ahead.
No,
Because, I
No,
want
keep
you to
going.
finish
because
that.
she wants her freedom. She wants to be like Drake. Drake fulfilled his contract with Young Money, Cash Money. Now he has OVO, and he has more money now. When you drop an album when you're on your own and your own commodity,
Right.
you get more money now. Now Carl Crawford's getting money, the labels get money. She wants to cut Carl Crawford out now. So she's trying to give them a doodle project that's not gonna sell. Who cares? I wanna get off of my shit. Then I'm gonna put out my real project and put the real money behind it and cash out.
And then salute to Carl, who's ever on his team. They're very meticulous. They're like, no, this is not, you're not meeting the standards. Because he's not.
Apparently, she owes 2 albums and not 1.
And how many songs is considered an album, or how much time?
You have to have 7 songs at least. Where
Or
they're
how much
fucking up
time?
at, it's not about time.
Because I think
No, it ain't no time limit. You gotta have the albums out. Where they're messing up at, they should do what they did with Rough Riders with Def Jam. They gave them points off DMX. So every time X dropped the album, Rough Riders got 750,000 and plus their points. So it doesn't matter. X, do whatever you want to do. Now, if they manage the producers, if they manage Swizz, that's on them. If they did publishing deals, that's on them. But every time X drops an album, we're gonna give y'all 750,000. D, Wash, Siobhan, y'all get 250K, plus y'all get y'all points. Give Carl Crawford his points. Atlantic, whoever.
Right.
Buy him, let him get his points. Give him I forgot what it's called, but you give him his points. You give him his fucking money up front and let Megan go rock. If she's making this amount of money, if she's generating, it's in your best interest to give him his bread and let her have the control with yourself.
Can I ask you this? That deal they did with DMX, was it for a lifetime situation or it was a certain amount of time?
I don't know.
don't know.
I can't.
That's fair.
I can't speak on.
Because Carl
I
might
don't
be
know.
on that vibe like, I want this shit forever.
You can't. There's no contract. If he had a forever contract, they could break that.
But 2 more albums.
2 more albums
14
would
songs.
be you got to put the work in, right?
Right.
And 2 more albums is a lot of albums.
And it's a
She's
lot of
been
time.
out for a while. She's been out for a while. If she puts out 2 more albums, we talking at least 5 years of time. Is she gonna be around in 5 more years?
Is she still gonna be hot?
Is she around? I mean, hot and relevant
Relevant.
is what I'm saying. That's up for question. How many artists get a 10-year freaking run? A
Very
decade?
rare. Very rare.
A decade of making a run? Now, she's been around for a while now.
Since 2017 officially, give or
Right.
take.
Is that it? That's 5 years
That's when she
from
did
now?
the show. When we had her, the baby.
Okay,
up
so
there.
she popped off maybe 4 years ago. So we saying
2018,
After, so
she
3
really
years. So we're saying 5 more years is 8 years. Is she gonna be relevant enough to still be a factor? She could be, but if I was them, I'd be scared.
Right.
I would be like, I need to get out this shit now. I'm hot now. Because I'm gonna be honest, no disrespect to Megan Thee Stallion, but the records that she's dropping are not as good as the records she was formerly dropping prior.
Right.
She's dropping records in cahoots with people now, like that WAP with Cardi B. It makes sense. I'm Megan Thee Stallion with Cardi B.
Right.
Was it really a popping record?
Yeah, nah. It definitely hit the coast.
It hit the culture, but it wasn't in the club. It wasn't what
It didn't
we was.
extend long
It
enough.
wasn't what we was used to Cardi B and Megan.
COVID stopped that.
Bad
You think
timing.
so?
Bad timing.
Yeah,
See, because
bad
the
timing.
thing that I feel about big records, when you combine those people, where you gonna perform it at? Niggas can't afford Cardi B and Megan
Yeah, that's
together.
too much money.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's a signal to me that these records is about market share and radio play.
Right.
Because Megan is too busy and Cardi's too busy, even if it wasn't Corona. You're not gonna have them together. It's like Migos and Drake when they dropped the Versace, and they went on camera saying it was a great record, but they didn't benefit from it. Why? Because everybody wanted to see Drake. And people who were willing to book Migos didn't have enough money to book Drake. So it was a radio play. That's how I look at WAP. It was Corona, right? Nobody's gonna pay these bras to perform, so this is the perfect time to drop this record. Where anybody could just hear it, soak it up, say it's a dope record with Cardi B, it's a dope record with Megan Thee Stallion, but who's gonna come up with, Cardi B says she gets $1 million to perform. Who's coming up with 1 point whatever million for Cardi B and Megan?
Right.
Very few people.
Right.
This is a radio marketing play to keep them substantial in the marketplace.
Right.
That's how I look at those style of records.
But what is it when why do labels fight against artists who don't want to be there no more?
You owe me money.
You feel like she's still in the red?
Who, Megan?
I don't know her books, but could she be?
Yeah.
Definitely she could be.
Easily.
Travel, other singles that
Marketing,
didn't
makeup.
pop.
She had a Nike deal.
I don't mean
That don't got nothing to do with the label.
But it does.
No, it don't.
But
It
it
don't.
does.
The label don't get no
But it
money for
does.
Nike. They don't get no money for Nike.
In this day and era.
They don't get no money. Them
In this
360.
day and era, that's not part of that.
No, them 360 deals is old now. That was a period of time
before
when,
streaming became.
as soon as streaming hit, the 360 was dead.
Yeah.
As soon as they could monetize streaming. Remember, they couldn't monetize streaming. That was their big sell. Well, we can't monetize this and we can't monetize that, so we need your merch. We need this and we need that. As soon as streaming became monetized, what are we talking about? Streaming, monetizing brought money back to the music business. And they're still robbing people with the streaming.
They are.
The streaming is
Because who decides the rate?
That's a whole nother show.
That's a whole nother show.
That's a
Because
whole,
the rate is different for an independent artist compared to an artist assigned to a label, because the labels have a special deal set in place on how they get 81% of the streaming and y'all only get 19% no matter what you sign. It's already a backdoor deal that's made. And it was supposed to have changed. I forgot what year it was, but it was supposed to change back to the rappers or the singers who make the money, but I haven't heard no time of it changing back yet, and it was supposed to be done already.
Right.
But streaming is a whole robbery. Like, when you think about it, who's making up these rules on this amount of streams equals dollars? Who came up with this scientific method?
Nobody with the artist in mind. Nobody. Now, it's also being said by Megan's label that she's trying to escape from. A lot of mud is being thrown around. She says her CEO is a pill popping junkie, and he says she's a woman who's slept with half the industry.
That's how they going for it?
Including her friend's man. When it gets ugly like this, what do we expect out of these situations?
I think.
Because we haven't seen something like this since, let's see, who was the last people who were just adamant of getting off of their label?
Mason Puffy?
The Locks.
The Locks.
That
was a moment.
I believe Jadakiss threatened to throw a refrigerator out of a window.
Jada, we need you on the show, Jada.
Time that, bro. I don't know how you was going to time that. Like, all right, there you go, right there. There you go. I don't know how he was going to do that. But that's
your second impression on the show. I didn't know you do impressions.
Yeah, I do them shits.
You got some talent with him, but go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? I do them shit. But when it gets ugly like this, like, how do you resolve these situations? Like, how do you, you just said, I slept with half the industry. Why do I want to fulfill this contract now? The money.
Yeah. Right now, with, all these shows where men are speaking up for other men, Kevin Samuels, the whole Manosphere, Red Pill Nation, right?
Right.
Bag fuel.
Yeah, and men are not tolerating shit. When Tory said we need to protect black women, I'm going somewhere with this. If this shit comes...
He said we need to protect black men.
Black men.
Black men.
If Tory comes out with this shit, normally when it's on the woman's side and they find out she lies, it's only, she's gonna have an issue. Real shit. She's gonna have an issue. To the point, we're gonna have to watch her cry on camera.
Oh gosh,
She's
I hope
gonna
I don't
have
see
to.
her do that.
And so now
I hate that.
And she knows, because you know, these people got staff to tell them what they think might happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, bitch, this ain't looking good. You're gonna have to do this. So now you got this guy saying you slept with half the industry. You got people saying you're a foul person, you don't honor contracts, and then you put in another man's livelihood. With the climate now?
She can be the next Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Real shit.
That's a fact.
Now, if this was 3 years ago, she'd be good. But when you got so many men saying, yo, protect black men.
That's deep.
Yes. And she knows. They're telling her this.
She could be the next Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Effortlessly.
Keep it real. If it comes out that she lied about this and this gun and everything, who's gonna back her? Who's gonna support her? The same people that be fucking with her. Roc Nation will turn their back on her.
But you know what's funny? Tory went independent the time, like the day that happened. Independent, like he left, he fulfilled his contract, he's done.
Really? I
And
didn't know
shit
that.
happened.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that could say
So is this like
you
a
think
mirror?
the label did it? You think the label has something to do with it? The powers that be?
they could be in cahoots.
No, realistically, you shoot a woman, popular woman that everybody's loving right now. We don't want to touch you. Be free.
Yeah.
Go, be free, my friend, be free, be free. They let him go. He dropped his NFT album, and we haven't seen him since.
He was already free, and then that happened.
He was already free.
Yeah. And
Right.
then-
Well, we haven't seen him since the NFT album, right? Right. And we haven't seen him.
Did that work? Did that album work for him?
You know why? I'm gonna say it worked. He had to put up enough music to pay the lawyers that's doing what they're doing now. Because
Okay. So he might not have made no money, but it worked for him.
It worked enough to pay that dream team of lawyers that is needed to fight what's going on. Because the only thing that's gonna save Megan if this shit goes the wrong way is she's gonna have to cry, and then she's gonna have to say she's lost her way since her mom passed away tragically at a young age.
She's gonna have to put it on her mom.
That's it, because
because you can't just lie on a dude that was gonna put him in jail for a burner and an attempted assault or whatever, and just say I made a mistake and that didn't
gonna fly.
That's not gonna fly.
2018.
Her career. Why is? And I'm gonna say this to y'all.
Real shit.
Y'all didn't
If
tell me
it
this.
comes out that he didn't shoot her,
she's in trouble.
Why are they online saying everybody's coming for her head right now? What is that? I don't know what that is, but they online saying that they coming for Megan Thee Stallion's head.
And that happened. Remember, it was like a day where Megan didn't say anything.
Yeah.
And then the label said something, and then
She had to say something.
right.
Because I thought they was trying to silently like drop it at one time, like they were trying to let it go.
I thought so too.
I thought so. I don't want to say because people be on our case on YouTube. Like y'all said, I thought that they were trying to drop it. Then next thing I know, she was going full steam ahead. Like no, he did it. Right.
Then next thing you know, he was walking out of court like, praise to the Most High.
That's why I'm coming out
Praise
of
to the
court.
Most High.
And I'm like, who do we know? Your lights on. Who do we know that has a gun charge and said that they shot somebody, but is out chilling? I've never seen this before.
Yeah. It's brand new.
Out chilling.
It's brand new.
Out chilling.
And a woman at that.
And a woman, and he's saying, I didn't do nothing.
remember,
I don't even know why I'm here.
Listen, and you got to remember, we forgot one thing. He's not a citizen of America.
He's from Canada. And he's in LA like, yo,
Chilling.
I'm out.
Praise to the Most High. I love that joy. Praise to the Most High.
He's from
that
he's
joint.
Canadian and he's in LA living.
LA.
Like, if anybody knows how the court system goes,
That's not how it goes.
how is that possible?
And this happened in Miami, right?
It happened in Miami. It happened in LA.
Happened in Miami. No,
I thought it was
Miami.
LA. It was in Miami.
It was Miami.
So how's all of this possible? Like, how's this going on and he's free and you're still saying he shot you? People are saying he didn't shoot you. Other people was there. They're not saying nothing about, and they're supposed to be your friends. They're not Tory's friends.
Right.
And they're not saying nothing. What's really going on is all I'm saying. If he's not guilty, let this man go, because it seems like he's gonna be released and they're trying to figure out how to save this moneymaker's career.
So what's actually happening here? Is she trying to get the backing? Is she trying to get free of her label to get the backing that she needs to handle the backlash of this case being over?
I think if she has backlash, her best bet is to be with a label, because if they think she's a cash cow,
Roc Nation.
they'll try to protect her being a cash cow. But Roc Nation, if that's the case, because they're not the label, I think they're the management, right? Why would they? They are impeccable right now. That's Jay-Z people's.
Right.
They Roc Nation with Jay-Z is involved in the halftime, involved in all this other stuff. They got all the arenas on lock.
She already got
they
a
got
Nike
the touring on
situation.
lock. Why would I risk this for one Megan Thee Stallion when I have everybody else?
Because there's no other Megan Thee Stallion. She's that good.
Okay.
She's that good. Yes, she is. Name another female artist at her level that's writing their own shit.
None.
Anybody?
Is Partisan Fontaine
Anybody?
writing her shit?
Anybody?
Is that why she's fucking with Partisan Fontaine? Because he's
Anybody?
writing her shit like he's writing Cardi B's, or was writing Cardi B's?
No. I sat across. Q-Tip sat in the seat that you sat in.
Okay. Well, I sat in the same
she's
seat
from-
as the legendary Q-Tip
Yes, you
from
did.
Queens. Shout out to Queens.
And he co-signed that she's from McClough. Her mom's had bars.
Yeah, her mom
She
was a
has
rapper.
bars.
Her mom
She's-
was a rapper.
She's penning all this shit.
That's why her mom was managing her, because
Yeah,
her mom
she's
was a
like,
rapper.
her mom's is young and she was
Or
popping
was
down.
young, yeah, was
She was
young.
popping down south, but her career, it's kind of like LeVar Ball when he never really made
Or
it.
like a Rashida from Atlanta.
No, what I'm saying is,
Bigger than that.
like LeVar Ball, how he pushed Lonzo, but he couldn't make it himself as an
you
athlete.
can tell
Same thing.
You can
Got
tell
you.
the difference in her flow, bro. Even in that WAP record, Cardi took the slow flow. As soon as Megan came on, it was turbo.
She's right.
Turbo.
And you know that
She can
because you're a
deliver
rapper.
that shit. Exactly. Usually, people that don't write, they can't deliver like that.
Okay, I feel where you come.
She can't.
I never looked at it like
Jams.
that.
You feel what I'm saying?
I feel I never looked at it like that before now, but I definitely feel you on that.
So, she's a one-on-one right now. We don't even hear Nicki going that far with it.
And Nicki never dissed her. Nothing, never came
Never
at
dissed her,
her.
never came at her, no nothing.
No, so you know I gotta
Clean
be some
slate.
type of silent respect or anything, because Nicki will subliminally get at you for not doing your 1-2 step with the writing.
So where we predicting this to go?
If that's what y'all looking at, my thing is, if we're on some business shit, I think Tory Lanez gonna get some money and he's gonna be quiet. Why not? That's an investment.
Right.
Yo, let Megan do what she doing. She fucked that up. She, you know what I mean? But she can go on and sell way more records than you, Tory. So let me buy you out to be quiet. Niggas will buy niggas out to be quiet for the rest of their life and go into obscurity if they think that the bag is worth it.
I mean, this man got dragged for 2 years. People called him a woman hater, a attempted murderer, all of that. How much money if you're
Attempted murderer?
Yeah.
For clap?
Yeah.
Listen,
Hey, listen, you know.
I'm gonna let you finish. I got an answer for you, but I'm gonna let you finish.
How much money if you're Tory Lanez?
It's over now. It's over now.
Thank you.
I made it. I'm not in jail. It's like niggas tried to kill
Thank
me.
you.
Niggas tried to kill me in 01 and I survived it.
Right.
I used to have nightmares about it. I don't no more. I'm here now. God got a whole other plan for me. And I'm making it, and I'm married. I got a pretty bitch. I do whatever I want. I got money. I'm looking forward.
Right.
If Tory made it through this fucking gutter and these flames, and I'm on the other side of it now, you can pay me.
How much money?
I don't know, but that you gotta ask Tory his anguish when he paid for his lawyers and everything. But is there a dollar? We're saying is there a dollar amount? Yeah, I believe yes, there is a dollar amount.
Well, I gotta say, there has to be a big dollar amount.
That's what I'm saying.
For
minimum
her label to still be fighting with her and saying, no, you owe us more, because we're gonna get more out of this, and we know it's not over for you. No matter how that plays out, just being realistic. What you did? You violated a black man? Oh, this is America. You'll be all right.
You'll be all right.
You'll be all right.
It's hot for trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work you heard. Making fiends leave earth you heard. Got your baby mama thirst you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf you heard.